What's up, guys? I was doing the brakes on my WRX and I came across something kind of interesting. I've never really seen this before, but I guess I haven't really, owned a car, one single car for very long for, something like this to happen. But the front, so I'm doing the front brake pads, and the outside brake pads looked pretty good. The outside part of the rotor looked pretty good, but the side that faces the inside of the car, the rotor was pretty interesting looking, and the brake pads were pretty weird looking. Let me show you. So we have the front rotors here. They look pretty okay, pretty standard. Decent bit of a lip here, but not too much of a lip there, and they feel really smooth all the way around. So, I'm thinking, oh, hey, the brakes probably have been replaced pretty recently. And these are the pads that came off of it. You can kind of see how there's this groove here and this groove here, or like, not really a groove, but like a deeper worn section of it. And I was like, well, that's probably just because, rust here, rust here. This is the only contact part. And this is the other brake pad that was on the outside, pretty worn. You can see the cracks in it, but nothing too crazy. But then I go ahead and flip it over, and what? Look at that. There's like barely any contact surface. This gap right here is huge compared to that little gap here. And I go ahead and take off the brake pads. It's like, what is that? I mean, you could see that just this portion of the brake pad was making contact with the rotor, and that's probably why my brakes were pretty crappy. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Little tidbit of information there. I'm guessing perhaps the previous owner pad slapped it. Just put on new pads instead of new pads and resurfacing or replacing the rotor. And what I'm guessing that did was allowed the rust to build up, and then I don't know, maybe the rust acted like sandpaper and wore down the edges. I mean, that's really my only guess. I can't really explain why the rusty part would be more worn than the actual part of the brake pad that's making contact. I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking it's pad slap, but I haven't really dealt with brakes all that much. Write a comment down below and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching.